Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Juan Cristales here. I thought this was a channel about new construction. Well, it is, but I want to bring to light why I am tired and sick of doing fix and flips and I don't want to do them anymore. And here's one of the reasons why. I went to this house literally last week. I went to this house and I'm just like, man, if I can't get this house for $80,000 or better with an ARV of 235, I am not even going to risk trying to do this house. I got to get it for even cheaper than $80,000 in my mind, okay? Because the house needs everything. Now, this is the challenge with buying houses that are already existing, is that here we have no idea what's underneath the ground, underneath this water damage. What is it? I have no idea. Maybe they just spilled water. I don't know. The kitchen is going to be right here on the right-hand side. So the challenge is that we can't start pulling this up because the house doesn't belong to us, right? And there's still people living there. So in order to find out and get an accurate assessment of what the actual real challenge is, can't do anything. Just got to buy it. That's the risk. Now, here we have some, I can tell that some of this stuff was already repaired at some point in the past. And the reason I know is because you see this board right here, this little triangle piece board is hardy. Hardy board is made out of concrete and it has like these ridges on it to give it that wood look, but it's like it's like a press thing. It's not actual wood. It's just a wood look, but it is concrete. It lasts a long time. It's very good quality stuff. That's the stuff that we're using in new construction. I like it. And then this is also hardy. You can see as well because it's very thin and it's not corroded. Now this stuff is wood. So they replace this part. They replaced A, they replaced B and C, but they didn't replace D. And the problem there is that like all this wood now is corroded. And so little animals and critters get up in there, man. I'm telling you, I can't tell you how many times the contractors have told me, hey man, there's some animals in the attic. We have to figure it out. Call pest control. Now some contractors are cool with it. They'll just leave the doors open so the animals can get out. But sometimes they don't want to mess with it. When it comes to skunks, we've had skunks in the attic, we've had possums in the attic, we've had squirrels in the attic, we've had dead animals in the attic, we've had, I mean, you name it, birds, whatever. And so these animals nest, and when they nest, it's not like, they're going to go somewhere else, right, to go use the bathroom. They have no concept of that, right? So if a little animal is right here, and they say they're going to nest right there, they're probably going to go over here to use the bathroom and then come back over here and sleep over here. So in their mind, that's like, whatever, it's fine. And some animals have no concept of that. They just use the bathroom wherever they go, wherever they live. The challenge is that like all of the insulation in the attic has got to come down. So now you got to rip out all of the sheetrock in the entire house and get rid of all that garbage insulation and put in nice fresh insulation. And then you got to fix all stuff because you don't know what's in there, guys. Again, we can't, I mean, we can go up in the attic and try to figure it out, but like at the end of the day, we're not, it's just a risk, right? We have to take these risks. Anyway, so now this is why we've transitioned to new construction, because everything is new, everything's starting fresh, and you can control it. There's no big major surprises when it comes to like what is it that we're going to be doing. And so here in this particular example that we're going to be showing you, we have the slab already up. Okay, the concrete slab is already in, and we have the framing package. Now we source a lot of our materials from the big box companies. They give us we have a pro VIP, not just a pro account, it's a pro VIP. And so what they do is they give us even better pricing when it comes to material, as long as we continue to do volume with these guys. So we try to stay true to those guys simply because they want us to do more volume with them, and that's how we start getting more discounts. So 5:30 in the morning. Now I, as the builder, don't have to physically be there. You as the builder don't have to actually be there, but I'm doing this for you guys to show you basically the concept. Home Depot is very, very good about ensuring that the material that you ordered is what's actually delivered. I don't think I've ever had any issues with them sending me the wrong framing package. Maybe once or twice, but maybe not even. Honestly, I can't say that I've had any issues with them. At least here in Texas. Appliances are a little bit different, but the framing lumber and stuff like that, they're usually pretty good about getting me that stuff. So here's the guy, he's doing this thing, man, dropping it off for me, which is fantastic. I'm telling him to get as close as he can to the slab. So here's a quick video I was taking for you guys for the lumber that's getting delivered. And so here's these guys doing it. All right, so I mean, it's pretty cool, right? Just These guys are just getting the stuff. It takes about an hour to get all this stuff done, and the good thing is that they got there super, super early. But here we are back over to the things I was showing you. Now, these are normal type things that happen. And again, I am committed to showing you guys even the errors and the mistakes that we make in our new construction process because it's not always perfect. Okay. So we had a little bit of a challenge here. The guys that did the foundation, I asked them to put the anchor bolts in because there's a firewall that's going to be going down the middle. So this is going to be unit A on this side. This is going to be unit B for the duplex that we're doing. The challenge with these guys is that like sometimes it gets hot out there and they get impatient. When I was in the Marine Corps, we used to have this thing called, smelling the barn. When a horse smells the barn, he quits, man. The horse smells the barn and he's ready to just get off his feet, get some food, get some water, relax, rest, get cleaned up, whatever for the night. And so one of the things they would tell us is like, look, man, don't smell the barn and start thinking that you can just quit. And so this is one of the last steps that these guys do. And I sent it to the guy this morning. I'm like, dude, you guys were way off on the firewall on where you put the anchor bolts. But not to worry. All we're going to do is we're going to take a grinder. We're going to just basically cut these off and we can drill some new ones in here where they're going to be going. So I think for the next time, probably I'm just not going to have the foundation guys put in the anchor bolts. It's good to do them. And you're supposed to see the one here on the edge. You're supposed to do them because that's part of their job. But the ones on the edge is really not that big of a deal. It's the firewall one that they messed up. So anyway, that's just something that happened there. And then as you can see here, the framers are out there right now. And what they're doing is they're taking a chalk line and they're just basically putting where the walls are going to be going for the structure as they're, before they start even putting anything up. So they just take the floor plan of the plans, the builder plans that I have on site. They take them and they marry them to where everything's going to be going. And as you can see, some of the walls are like they messed up a little bit here, but they're just going to shift it over. So they'll scratch it out. Yeah, this one is going to be scratched out. That's not two walls. It's going to be just one. So anyways, there's always going to be a little bit of a shift, maybe an inch, half an inch, whatever. It's not a perfect science, guys, but it is a single story duplex that we're going to be doing. Unit A is going to be up here in the very front, and then Unit B is going to be out here in the very, very back. The entrance is going to be here for that way for the driveway, and the entrance is going to be on this one for this one. All right, guys, that's all I got for you today. Thanks so much for watching. I will talk to you soon.